Hello! Hi! Can't wait to kill more Who's today. That's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna... Here's your guarantee. I'm not gonna say anything else that's fucked up and awful today. Well, I guess I can't guarantee that. Hello. I'm sorry I didn't stream this morning. Yesterday, I went and got a pumpkin, my friends, and my lovely spouse, and got pumpkins, and then we went to my friend's house, and we carved them up, and we watched a movie, or we didn't watch a movie, we watched Great British Bake Off, because the movie I wanted to watch isn't streaming anymore without, like, paid stuff, so we were like, fuck. So we just watched something we already had. And then I came home, and I was really tired, I passed out, and then this morning I was just, like, still tired, so I just didn't stream this morning, but we're here now. I'm still a little tired, but I wanted to stream some more Phoenix Wright. So yeah, it was fun. Also, hi Aspera, hi B, hi Jem. Okay, hey god, I gotta yawn. Okay. Let's get started. I'm just gonna turn this music. Oops, that's up. Turn this music on. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. My name is Kat. I'm a VTuber, a variety streamer, and a little fella in your computer. I use she, her, they, them pronouns. You can use them interchangeably if you'd like. This is an 18+ stream, so if you're under the age of 18, you gotta go. I'm sorry. If you like what I do in any capacity, you can support the stream in a number of ways, some of which are free. You can, watch the stream, of course. You can tell your friends. You can take clips of stuff you find funny. You can share those clips around. You can... Excuse me for a second. I need to increase my gain, because I'm noticing that I look a little quiet. Hopefully that's better. Okay, yeah, that looks better. What did I say? Oh yeah, you can follow the stream and get access to a bunch of my emotes that you can use in chat. You can subscribe and get access to even more, and you don't get ads, and you don't get... Well, you do get, a coffee cup badge that changes over time, and that's... Let's see, what else? Oh! I'm sorry, I'm so scatterbrained. If you want to support me directly and you don't want Twitch to touch your money, you don't want them to take a cut, there is a button you can hit in my description that lets you send me a tip directly, and you can click it and it will take you to a link and you can send me a tip, and tips of $5 or more get their message read by TTS. Yay! So yeah, that's it for now. Today we're gonna do some more Phoenix Wright. I was already talking about it. We're gonna do the bonus case. And I've never played this game, so, you know, no spoilerinos. Even though it is like 20 years old. I don't know shit. So here we go. Turn that off. I'm gonna look at my... What's the gist of this case so far? Oh, I forgot to hit the button. There we go. What's the gist so far? The chief prosecutor is being suspected of murder. And I have to defend her, but the case is pretty tight so far. Let's see. Library. That's my downloads. Yep. For Phoenix. I keep accidentally leaving this game on overnight, so that the game's like, you've played this for 66 hours. Would you like to recommend it to your friends? Or to other players? And I'm like, I don't think I have. Okay. Game capture. There we go. game up a little bit. And sorry about this real quick, I'm just gonna look at my compressor. Bring it down a little bit. Hopefully that helps. Like, I guess I don't speak loudly enough for this microphone. IDK. I'll just move it closer to me, I guess. Well, I don't want it to be too close to me. The defendant in question wanted Mia's help specifically. Yes. Let's go. She was, quote, attracted to her back in their school days. Yeah, that was a whole thing. Intellectually, of course. This is her younger sister, Emma. No, we don't have Maya back. She's training. But she'll be back, I think, in the next game? I guess? Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface. Oh, actually I'm gonna turn the game down a little bit. It looks like it's a little hot. Okay. But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister, anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. We found a piece of cloth in... Okay, so the body was found in Edward's car. So that doesn't look good, but he has an alibi. So we found a rag or something stuffed in the exhaust pipe. Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth, a muffler, yes. Yes, the body was in the trunk. I'm the only one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Also, hi, maidens. Hola, partner. This fucking guy again, yeah. This is Marshall, or Officer Marshall. He's a patrolman, but he is in charge of this case for the prosecution because there are too many people close to the case in the police department, I guess, so they had to get somebody else. He is a cowboy, thus gay. Oh, sure. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall. Thought I'd come take a look, see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a Fort Emery enemy territory. Not hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there, anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutors tasting mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth's seen it too, I reckon. What does that mean? She took it off. The photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. Yeah, people can take their clothes off. It is possible. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. Sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee! I'd like to resume. What's up? Judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Oh god. Hello. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, and you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What? Shit. Oh, I didn't... It can't be! This can't happen! I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it's time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me? Knock knock? Who's there? Hello? Who are you? What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Who is that? Hey! The temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Oh god, Fahrenheit or Celsius? Christ on a cross. Who on earth is he? Hello? Ah, it's you. Yes? Oh. Sorry I'm late, G. Roads were packed, it's just me. Long time no see, eh, G? How you been? Swim much these days? What the fuck is going on? Ah, hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy smizzy. G, my boy, you gotta take time to relax. Yes, indeed. G seems to be his nickname for the judge. Why not Judgy? I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Aha! So you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks. So sorry about our little Worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little Worthy? Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? That's the... okay. Chief of police? He's a top-ranking police officer in the entire district. It's the head pig. Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. I forgot about his horrid name. I want Jem's opinion stricken from their record. I don't know, they're kinda not great nicknames. So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey! That's my sister's muffler! Hun, please don't do what Maiden is telling you to do, thank you. So, Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On Little Worthy's car, no less. What's that? Oh, it's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Okay. Chief! What kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth! How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now wait a minute, Worthy. I have no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says, person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, God. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Gant was designed after Disney zoos. I can see it. Yes. Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. Blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you'd have to do is push that switch, and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, then I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Oh, it's doing it for me. Come on, I can get over there faster. Rotate. Oh, here we go. What? Don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood? This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. Me and Aldi. Yeah, Jem tried reaching into a box of box cutter refills and got hurt very badly. The box was above their head, so they couldn't look into it from the top. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife? Sure. Oh, wow, I could hear him clapping. Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Okay. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the police department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. The detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? Manage Jem uses they them pronouns. Smile. Jackass before me put it out of my reach and left 5 blades just chilling in the container. Yeah. That accident, like, was not your fault. It was, like, right before a con, though, so, like, we were all stitched up and couldn't sew. It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. It's okay, maidens. I was just, like, clearing the record for the general chat public, you know. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, Udgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet. So there were 2 murders. Oh, yeah. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Uh-oh! Order, order, order. Anyway, we at the department were all aflustered, as you might assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, your question's focused on the case at hand. Okay. This knife is special. I want to know why. Why can't you say so? Excuse me? Special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Maybe there's something about the knife that'll give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Righto. Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I still think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time. So, how are things down at the department? Hang on a second. I'm gonna look at the knife. There's a small tag on the knife. It says SL92. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, the note! Not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code. DL6. Maybe it's a case number? That's weird. What? I don't remember where, but I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't that long ago either. Maybe I should check the court record again. Why is this playing out like a tutorial? I mean, I'm grateful. Yeah, it was this thing. It's upside down. Wait a second. Ah, at last, an honest-to-goodness objection. This knife... This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Aha! An honest-to-goodness what do you mean from Udgy. This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here we also have a memo that was written on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7S 12-2. Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside... The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? Aha! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that's written on this knife's tag. Order, order. Well, Chief? Ah, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? is this guy playing? This knife is evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. There's evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Please stop calling him little worthy. As long as he shan't, I shan't. Neither. It was a bad day for the department. We aren't in any shape to do an investigation. I don't doubt that. Something happened to at the police department too, huh? Got a good look in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp. Hungry. So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter. I understand. You were busy, what with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact! Surprising, isn't it, Udgy? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Excuse me. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Well, I feel like I could surmise how he died, but where the victim was found would be... And we know when they died, so I'm gonna ask where. So, tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found. What? But I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. Evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that. Evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? This knife was stolen in... Yeah, it was stolen from the evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. You don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place, mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention, the victim had on him case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. Yes? You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? Who'd have guessed? I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. The ID number would be pretty helpful. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 584218. That's Goodman's number. Yeah. Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 8, 2. I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? It sure fucking does. This tells me something. Yeah, it does. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning? It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Why can't I say it? Well, hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department. It tells you something. What does it tell you? Yeah. Witness! What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news. Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. Okay. The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered. At one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Aho! Is it yours? No, Your Honor. A defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Detective. Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 58421189. And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number we just heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. Forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right again. The number that she gave us was 58421189. Wait a second, Wright. What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Little Worthy makes me think of something else. That's what he calls it. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet, a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room, at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time? And in a completely different location? Breaking news, man killed in 2 places at once. Order, order, order! Oh, what does this mean? No! What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Uh-oh. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight. The grave error? Mr. Edgeworth. They're yours. What? How? How dare... We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! Yeah, it was that dude. That guy. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? Here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Broccoli looking ass. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Oh my god. Pot? Also, hi, Scheming Minor. Wowie zowie, Pep. It's the murder weapon. Woof, woof. Hello? No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy. What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law, Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, well, it's, Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. You bastard. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Righto over there. Good job, Righto, my boy. He does need an ass kicking. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. No! It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, what with all those rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time, really. I have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. Edgy needs TLC from his BF. Yeah. They can go get burgers later. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned. Okay. I'm gonna save, and we're gonna go to a quick ad break. Gonna be about 3 minutes. I'm gonna, like, get some water. Good opportunity for you to get some water, do some stretches, use the bathroom, get a snack, any of that stuff. Take your meds if you gotta. Let us return to this screen. And I'll see you in a little bit. Okay. Let's get back into it. Also, let me know if my audio is okay. I've been, like, really self-conscious about it. Because, like, I changed one setting on my mic, and then it was, like, too quiet. Now I'm, like, trying to fix it in different ways, and now I'm scared. I'm fine? Okay. I just saved twice again. Mr. Wright. So, what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Budman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. What's this "and the evidence room" part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're gonna find out. Or try to, at least. Alright, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's gonna be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Teleporting for the sake of being double murdered. Let's go. Science awaits us. Are we gonna do some, like, alternate reality shit? Some 999 shit? Hi, Emily. You're not that late. Just a little bit. But we still got lots of case to go. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. Wish this was 999. I do. I wish with all my little baby heart. I wish I had bought the game for real. Instead of, like, watching a bajillion people playing it and convincing myself that I had bought it even though I didn't buy it. No 999 shit in this one. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum. Was it empty? The oil drum, kicked over by the chief prosecutor, was brimming with water. My sister, erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Do you have luminol? Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for what? Yes! The luminol! The system calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, you can't just pour water on it and it goes away. You have to use, like, bleach. You gotta scrub. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Especially not the cops. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Oh! Oh, I don't like that. Test for a blood reaction. Just spray the luminol on it. We're not going to use a UV light? Like this, see? Press enter to spray it on. I don't click? Okay, let's find us some blood stains. Okay, I can do that. Examine. Oh, stop it! I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. Imagine these are UV laser glasses. So, is this a blood stain? It's so... Ugh. Emma, you're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. You haven't seen yours? Do you know that you're full of blood, Emma? Yeah. Yeah, you're full of blood. And sometimes if you get hurt, it comes out of you. Like in that episode of Rugrats, where she never had her period either. I mean, she looks underweight, so that's possible. But you're full of blood, Emma. There's an episode of Rugrats where, like, Tommy gets a cut for the first time, and he's like, what the fuck was that? And Angelica's like, yeah, if all of that comes out of you, you die. Like, she explained it like how stuffed animals have stuffing in them. And that, like, if you get hurt, like, eventually all of your blood will run out and you'll die. Which is kind of true. I mean, she's not wrong. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course? What's odd about this, scientifically? The amount. There should be a hell of a lot more if he died here. Yeah, and if you swallow a watermelon seed, one will grow in your tummy. Exactly! What were his other, like, weird Rugrats, superstition stuff? It's all Angelica telling lies, of course. But the perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright! I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a bloodstain, okay? Okay. You do that. See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. And Gibson is playing Cookie Clicker again. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. And let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. I'm sorry. It always makes me laugh because they've like the stupidest fucking like name on Twitter or on Steam, and it just pops up in the corner of my game, and it's like, "These is stupid spaghetti is playing Cookie Clicker Deluxe." Yeah. It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? You can't do that, that's a Brady violation? Oh shit. Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Ha! Hello. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. There's a deluxe Cookie Clicker? No. One of Gibson's names in the past was, New Stupid Mario Deluxe. Which I'm conflating the two. I'm sorry. It's just Cookie Clicker. Miss Star! You only trust your own eyes. Not bad, you two. Oh, yummy. This day-old deli box... No, there's fish in there. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in isn't... Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Hello. Today's trial. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starr, but no, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that I wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand! That's unforgivable! Yeah, that's perjury. Why are you here? Why aren't you in jail? Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Skye stab a man in cold blood. That testimony still stands. Oh, poor Emma. So much to learn about the legal system still. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. Not that this is the legal system. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Angel has done her own research. She's just asking questions. She's done all of her independent research, all of her Google searches. She's gone on all the websites. She knows when... she knows when RFK is gonna be king of the world. So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go, or fired. I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today.
That just sounds like coerced confessions, ma'am.
It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... SL9? What do you think about this? SL9 incident is written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really?
I gotta get a yawn.
That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Oh, I can't, do you know anything else? Ah, shit. She isn't giving it up. She's not giving me the goods. Something else I have to show her? Goodman's card? I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the cough-up queen, right? Show her your badge? Come on! That shouldn't work. We found this ID card here in this parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. Oh, so he died within an hour and a half of 4? He got stabbed at 5:15, I think. I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? Wait, before I ask her, looking at the autopsy report. Oh, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. That's a weird way of writing that, but okay, sure. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So, they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence. Of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? They do it every day. The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves— Ow! Okay, I'll take a drink. Hi, Graves. Thank you for the reminder. This game makes my throat, like, tingly. It's because I'm not used to talking this much. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? It's, Marshall. He was in that flashback. Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over. Hi, Coffee Kindred! Hello! Welcome, welcome! Is that a sticky hand? I love that. Oh, no, it's, Nate's wavy arm. It looked like a sticky hand. And then, it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. I haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can help us. Or stop us. They can't help us either. Wait! Those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate. Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared. And find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie. What? Oh, I don't know who I was reading for just then, but it was Phoenix. It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. Oh my god, that looks delicious. Salisbury steak lunch. I know a certain guy who might help if you tempt him with this treat. Steak lunch. See from Mr. That's not a steak though. A Salisbury steak is like ground meat squished together into a patty, and I guess it's grilled in this case. You'll need the energy in the coming days. Get the meal. Miss Starr, Officer Marshall, is he your... Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases. It was so nice. Ground beef, but slightly more fancy than ground beef. Hiya, Floppy. Yeah, it's totally just like meat mush, but it's fancy. Comes with mushrooms and potatoes and green beans. But it's not meatloaf. You got along with my sister. It made me jealous. And it was nice to meet too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. And fake grill marks. Well, you can grill a patty, you can grill a hamburger, can't you? But we're talking about banquet meals now. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. Steamed hams. Oh, yeah. Woohoo! There's this YouTuber, you might have heard of him. He's called Brutal Moose, except he has a segment called Brutal Foods, where he eats garbage. No, he has a couple of videos where he eats, like, microwave, like, instant meals, like, TV dinners, and I have his, like, playlist on loop sometimes. Like, I'll just listen to it all day as I, like, work. Cheetos mac and cheese, yeah. The frickin' Poppy the Penguin video. The one where he makes fried chicken. Oh, it's almost timely enough for this, the 40-minute Halloween candy ranking video. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Can I keep spraying luminol? Spray. Spritz. Spritz. Hehe. I'm being thorough. Oh, I can't click over here. Hehe. If I were a corpse, I would be bloody, like, right about here. But this guy didn't, so that's suspicious. Okay, time to go. I want to go to the police department. Don't waste Emma's luminol, she works on safe. I would never do that, and I would definitely never put water in the thing and until it's filled up to the top and not tell her. It's even busier today than it was yesterday. The mascot is here, it's the Blue Badger! The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense, a detective did get killed here after all. So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk. Here it is. She's like a kid in an amusement park. Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go look. Let's go. But what have you done? I legit thought that handprint was gonna be something. Okay. Guard station. Wow. Oh my god. What is up with the saloon doors? Hello? Like, the cactus is fine. The booby trap by the door? What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So, beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime? It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. You can't handle the cacti. Stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? Hey, Jake. Or hey, Drake. Where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Marshall let someone get killed in his backyard. Well, he wasn't the patrol guy. Oh, wait, I guess he was at this point. That's booze. Why is there booze in here? It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. It's amazing that nobody has done this yet. Why does nobody do things? It's a hat. Yipes, these sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. Okay, we're going down this road. What? Why is the music like this now? How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell, with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. Theme of tsundere. Okay. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. There's a security guard uniform hanging. That's not a security guard uniform. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. Leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A punchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? I know, a poochie. A poncho? Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. It's a poochie. It's quiet in here, I don't like it. This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would just fall over. Ouch! I'd say it'd be more of a yeah myself. You want some bird tweets? No, I don't want the bird tweets back. What is this? Can we explain this, please? Look, on the floor. A lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. It's a booby trap. You're not gonna get me. Evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Emma, my daughter. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda like her better than Maya, and I know she's not gonna last long. But she doesn't make the yucky sad face. So... Well, where's the guy? Where is he? This place is charged with frantic energy as always. Please! Please! Huh? Wasn't that... One steak lunch, please! Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe! Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? I'm not giving you that. Actually, it's not for sale. Got the dig bait. He's not getting my lunch! Oh. But he's giving me the sad eyes. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? Yes, I did. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot. I hate seeing his sad puppy eyes. He wants a snacky! Nothing worse than a sad dick. God. Another detective was killed at the police department. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. But wait! Don't leave. If If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. Oh god, is it Edgeworth? He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Well, I want to go... I guess I'll go there. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. Ugh, it makes my head hurt. Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating, but don't mess up, or we could wind up dead. Doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's gonna help us much either. I went to the wrong police station. Or did I? I guess I'll go to the detention center then. Here we go. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Ow? The blue badger plush in the background looks so messed up. It looks like something you'd win at a carnival. Like an off-looking Stewie. Zoe didn't like that sound. I didn't like that sound either, and I have headphones on. Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was the one perpetrated again, sir. That's what I'd say. Is this Meekins? Who is... Oh, no! Meekins! I don't remember what I did to sound like him. Oh, hi! Greetings, sir. He kind of looks like Beetle. So, Beetle. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Meekins. So, you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't... Is he? You... Officer Meekins, you didn't... Did you? Ah! Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir! He's like a Rock Lee Beetle love child. Oh, the horror, the humanity. Thank you! Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Are you gonna do that again if I talk to you? Oh my god! Sir, I'm a patrolman with the general affairs, sir! Sir! Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, so I went to the evidence room, sir. He likes his megaphone, unfortunately. Okay, cool. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So, normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. I love him, but you gotta stop that noise, my guy. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? And, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir! A suspicious person! Oh my god. Hello? What did you just do? Did you just strangle yourself? Buddy. What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here. in the detention center. Someone has self-harm issue. No! No, buddy. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Oh, his handcuffs got caught on his lanyard. Okay. I was like, is he doing that on purpose? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. Bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. Yeah. First things first. About your hand. That happened during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But sir, what? There was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And then the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. Next thing you knew, you were... Huh? Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared. That's some story. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? I don't believe it. Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir! If you have to label me as the perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim! I would, but you happen to be in detention. And alive and well at that. Well, yes, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Oh, thank you for the stretch redeem. Oh my goodness, I'm cracking and popping. And the posture check, because I'm slipping forward in my chair. Hang on a second. Boop. There we go. Thank you. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger, or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. Somebody at the front door. Oh, I think it was Jem. I thought somebody was like coming over to the house and was gonna be like, shut the fuck up. So, you didn't know him? Sir, I work on a tiny department devoid of light and other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. Sorry, I was taking out Summer's side. It's okay. I just was like, somebody's coming. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Is there anything I can show him? The knife? Officer Meekins, this is for you. Eek! I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it. That's it, sir! Last night, sir, that's the one. I was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled. Do you ever dream that you're an apple? What a dream, to be an apple. On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Okay. Have you seen this shoe? Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir. I'm really sorry. I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. He's Passing the buck, Mr. Wright. Eyewitness theme plays. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Apple. Okay, so that's nothing. Detective Goodman card? Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it! That's what? My head was a blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember. I remember, sir! Can you remember what happened? Correct! That card was the cause of it all! This ID card? Exactly, sir! That's exactly it! Nothing could be more exact, sir! Nothing! I better pry into this one a little deeper. Okay. Crime details. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will. Wow. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman was in who. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room, and I asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir! That's what I've been trying to tell you! So, you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me! What? Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him! Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto others before they do unto you, my own father's words, sir. What happened then? Well, in my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right. Reason for arrest. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. I love this song where they're like, let's go over it again. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, Goodman was probably reacting to the megaphone. Me too. Whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir! That's what I wanted to say! That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here? Yeah, because the cops, dude. They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, it's on tape. Okay, why are we here then? Can I see the tape? And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks, I have my own. Well, guess we better go check out the crime scene. They will not let us in, but I will go look. Oh, I didn't mean to come back here, but I can be here. That's okay. Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives' desk. It's Police Chief Gant. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. And you're still here, and you're sure this is all, Know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats. Under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yeah, scour the place again, sir. The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Ha! Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant. Reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Talk. Is Edgeworth gonna be okay? Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know. They're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Yeah, that guy. Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf too, I mean. There being the prosecutors, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Righto, I can't just give away all our secrets like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives' trap shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier? Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can find any... Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there. That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Of course. Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that just in case. That's the day he fucking died. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Well, that's where I was gonna go. Anyway. Right here. Right this way. There. What about that one, there was a monitor that was recording. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. So we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. Uh-huh. Here I am at the crime scene. I'll look at this for a second. ID 5. And he gets his number wrong. Status report. Yes, most likely the defining piece of evidence, a lost item report. I wanted to look at I wanna look at this too. Whee! Let's see. Ingredients? Meat. She must mean beef. She probably just wrote it generically. Yeah, let's hope so. Of course, as a scientist, I have to check what additives she used. Go to town. Huh? It says here, hours of sweat and labor. So that's why the sauce is so salty. Ew! Yuck! Wow, my mouth is watering. It is? After that? I can almost hear the sound of the steak frying on the grill. No doubt it's all cold and tough by now. No, I'm sure it's delicious. Miss Starr poured her heart into making this. So long as she didn't put any other organs in there. Okay, that's not helpful. Evidence room is beyond the door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Okay. So, let's back out here, I guess? Hey man, what's up? The blue badger is still writhing around today. Yes! Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Look at him go! He is dropping it, popping it. He's getting sick with it. Yes! Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can I take out his battery? I had to click on him? I just can't help but feel he's gonna do something naughty. Oh, I guess not. I thought we were gonna take his batteries and use them somewhere. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. Answer me! How many fingers do you see? I'm sorry, I don't know. Well, that's 20 for the left, but nowhere near that for the right. Get glasses, officer. That wasn't a salute. It was an eye test. They make a good pair. It's too quiet in here. You mean this crime scene? No. Help! Alright, honey, I'm gonna ask you for help now. I don't know where I'm going. They're telling me to go to the police station crime scene. Do I have to go here? Wait! Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. I'm sure I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Okay. I can't talk to you anymore. What do you think of this? Officer Meekins, can you take a look at this? Oh, he doesn't know anything about it. Do I go back home? No. Do I go... It has to be the police station. Do I look at the door? Do I go through the door? Detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, A police drama in action! Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Wait, I didn't spray the guard station with luminol. This probably won't be it. I was salmon running. Did you talk with Gant after? Yes. You were salmon running without me? Yeah, but I found blood. I found cactus blood. Wow, we got a reaction. Did I talk with Gant after getting the lost item? Oh, no, I didn't. I will go back for that. There's clearly blood around the spines here. This room's pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something and planted their head right in these spines. Ow, fuck. That might be more painful than being murdered. Hee. I love spraying. Things elephants say. Okay, I think that is it. Oh, my eyes. Okay, let's move. I gotta go back here. It sure is a good thing that, it doesn't take me 30 minutes to go between these places in real life. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Hmm? Well, I never thought that day would the day would come when Wright asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. No. Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Is that a trick question? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So, go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. It just goes to show, you never know until you ask. And for you, here. Ask for $50. You can borrow this. It's $50. Huh? Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir. It's an honor. You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir. Because, sir, we got to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Let's go. Here. And we go through the door. The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. I actually should look at that. A second. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha! Card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, well. What's made my Bambina's sky so gray? Hey, dude. What's up? Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him, look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw? Well, what are you standing there for? Get along, little dogies. The crime scene's awaiting. Beep. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions? Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said that you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Okay, well, he doesn't want to talk to me, so I'm just gonna go on in. It's quiet. Investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Okay. Oh. Stick. Oh my god, did he just hit me? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. Oh, I hit him. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So is it true what I heard? I just read this shit. Okay. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police Gant will loan anyone $50? Even me? Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Evidence room floor plans. Okay. So, Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day? That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again. I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. I have a locker in here, too, Detective Gumshoe? Haha, of course. I am a detective, after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now, right? Yeah, they're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess-up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with the fingerprint. So the only locker we can open is our own. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, zap, you get a shock! If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Interesting. Let's look. This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. Not so sure about the dreams. Huh. It won't open. Did you really think it would? Hey pal, our security is high-tech around here. Dream evidence. The stuff of nightmares. Wow, Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some kind of escape artist and he got away. Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. I guess so. Hey, it's a metal detector and the fishing rod. Where's Missile? Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust there. What a sorry-looking fishing pole this is. Ah, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Boost! Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal, that's the metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out on Gourd Lake, remember? Oh, right. Oh, that feels like it was ages ago. And I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. Is Missile here too? God, I hope not. That cheap-looking box? You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. So I will rip it open and look at the mechanical guts and go, wow, it is PCP, or it is PCP. This has a blood on it. What's this? Blood. It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint. PCP. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's crack someone's ribcage open like a clam. This has a blood on it. It looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright! What if there are other bloodstains left in the room? We should use her testing fluid to check it out. Yeah, but I want to look at the paint. What is a saw and paint doing over? Oh, it's to make the blue badger. Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed that, and there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the blue badger? Well, you might say this is my studio. You should paint in a well-ventilated area, or else, like, fumes are going to turn your brain. They're gonna turn your brain into pudding. Here, in the evidence room? Puffin' fumes. Hell yes. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? I mean, he does have a brain left. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan again. That's apparently from the case. The case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? He's not Larry Butts level himbo, but he's close. Another piece of SL9 evidence. Take a closer look. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. Oh, are we gonna go all Layton style on this shit? Want to try to put it back together? Ha! Good luck, pal. This is no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh my god. Okay, so... Okay. Cute. Oh! Oh, jeez. Combine. Yes. It's morning! Okay, maybe there is some 999 stuff. No. This would be way more annoying if it was 999 puzzle. That's right. This one looks like a Muggus. Can you see it? It's got like the legs and the arms. Anyway, I don't think this fits. didn't deserve that. This is the top of the vase. This is a vase in case you couldn't tell. I think? Yeah. And then there. You have to ignore the monkey brain. Not everything is Among Us, but it could be. What if I just like I enjoy that? What if I like everything being Among Us? All right, time for you and your little legs to get in there. Oops. Oh. How about that one? There we go. No, don't leave me! I'm sorry. Oh no, hang on a second. Can I rotate this? Oh. There you go. There, Among Us is now. No, it's this one. No, it's not. Huh? Oh, there we go. That doesn't make any sense, but okay. There. I was like, where's the last piece? Huh? Well, I think we did it. But some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Are some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. If you pick it up from the bottom, it's kind of like a baseball bat, and then you can just smash it on somebody's head. Okay. It's Dadaist. Caveman bonk. Okay, so real quick, I am going to take a 3-minute break, and then we'll come back and we'll spray this place with luminol, alright? But until then, I'll see you in 3 minutes. Bye-bye. Alright. Let's get a spray in. Court record. That's a lamp. Or it's a face, actually. That I didn't want to do that. Quick. No! Spray. Jesus. I don't have to spray it 3 times. I can see it. Ow. I knew it! This is someone's right handprint. What? You couldn't tell? What's the matter, detective? This locker, it's mine. It's yours. Please, you have to help me. When they come to take me away, promise me you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective. Huh. Oh my god, there's blood over here. That must have been from one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. Not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien? This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. Hehe. Slide. That's also a right handprint. So somebody was like lumbering out of here? No, that's a left handprint. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow 50 bucks from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Oh, I better jot this down on the floor plans. We'll continue to love Dick Gumshoe. I do love him. Oh, I can't click over here. Well, I think that's everything. What about the door? Okay. Okay, you. Sheriffs back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. About the only thing they trusted was their shooting game. This is neither Wild nor West here. Aha! But that and this are 2 different things entirely. Guess so? Huh? Lost. Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Oh! I need to give him this. That smell. Ah, reminds me of Texas. Hardly. 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 So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Starr? What's this? Not that Texas is in Japan. What? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch. I see. I see. No, it was Salisbury steak. You can't Those are two different things. I don't see. I wonder what it means. They would have you believe some places it is. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambina. You win. Ask me for anything. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Okay. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Ah, that poor little doggy. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know. So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the backs of my steed, Zippy. Back, one steed. No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know. But I like broccoli. It's good for you. Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There's some kind... Sorry, that snuck up on me. There's some things you're bitter off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case. That's right. The evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. I know what maybe two of the machines in here too. I know what maybe two of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. You know you can make steak out of cauliflower. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard, and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. Oh, that's pretty handy. 420. So this is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. It is. I saw his number on there. Come on. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. I've heard that call before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Like this. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot? The number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. fourth number. It's a perfect match. It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cars in the world. So, when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekin say?
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me!
If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekin's?
Because he stole it.
That isn't him. Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Talk. Transferal. Sorry, but could you explain to me what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years, so we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. Do it every February. I see now. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. That happened to SL9 2 days ago. Well, shit. Okay, time to go back to the police department. There ought to be other people I can talk to, right? Oh, maybe if I go to the fucking... That was stupid. If I go to the evidence room. Yeah, you. Look at this. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. Ah, I heard the rumors. So, it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa! What is it? The second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth! Oh, Jesus. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. Might want to ask Jake Marshall, to him being a police officer and all. Well, he's not a detective, though, so he wouldn't have an ID card, right? What? What? He guards the evidence room. Your boy is in trouble again. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? I don't know. Anyway. Hey man, what's up? You know any of these here numbers, compadre? No, he doesn't like that evidence. Oh wait, do I have to give him the fucking... No, I don't have to give him the thing again. Okay, let's go talk to Edgeworth, maybe. We have to go the whole way back. Oh, you might know some of these numbers. You were a detective once. Hey, what can you do with it? Ah! Could you take a look at this? You said you wanted some hot tea. Oh, this is this shit again. That's a no. She doesn't react to that. Okay. Move. He's not here. Okay. Maybe he's at the police office because they were questioning him. So back we go. Not that police office, though. Well, yes, this police office, but also the criminal affairs department. The detention center? Do you know any badge numbers? Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? No, he doesn't. I would love to show this to Mr. Edgeworth, but I cannot find him. Can you? You know what this is? This ugly thing? No, he doesn't. Okay. Come on. You think he'd react to the vase? The jar? No. Maybe you haven't examined the evidence. Maybe I haven't. Oh hey. There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it might be evidence. Must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was open recent. Help. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind. Ah! Thank you. I shall hydrate. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. But he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. If you're gonna talk about behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Where's my... Here it is. Spritzy, spritzy! No. Worth a shot. Actually, I kind of want to look at this thingy again. So, well, now you've got that evidence wet. It's fine. Somebody came in earlier and then came in at 5:14. So, the 777 one is interesting, but it's before Miles. And I feel like something tells me it might be the chief prosecutor, but that, it could be anybody. That's an easy number. It's the kind of number I would pick. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? Here you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. 77777 code at 420, that's a lottery. That's evidence from the case, you know. I mean, SL9 does have a tag on it. Rubber glove. Oh, wait, if the glove... Wait. Here it is. Tee-hee. No. Yeah, I think I just got, like, distracted by the blood in the jar, and I didn't look over here anymore. Look, this one's open, and the red indicator light above the door is lit. That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. If you put these pieces together, it makes a jar. There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke. I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. Good. Fucking good, man. Okay, that looks like everything now, for real. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You don't have anything else to say. Let's talk about the glove. Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing! That's fine. You bet it's fine, pal. Okay, so you are no help. Let's go somewhere else. What about you? Do you know about this glove? Fuck. No, you don't. Is the thing with the cactus just like flavor? Like the cactus having a luminol response? Do you know anything about this glove? No. No. Dying. Would you know anything about this glove, ma'am? Oh, I'm looking at it now. Okay. Think it's fluff, a little Easter egg. Tag says SL911. I guess this is another piece of evidence from that case. You know, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing. Why? Huh? What's so confusing about that? Do you know how many other words sound like it? Bag, gag, nag, lag, zag. Zag? Is that a word? Do you challenge me? What, are we playing a word game now? She believes me. Now she won't think the cactus is the killer. It could be... Hey, do you know anything about this glove? No! Shut up! Okay. Ugh. I'm going to go insane. Like, I feel like I found some stuff, some good stuff. Some yummy stuff. Do you like... Why is this thing? What is this? Why is it letting me look at this? That's stupid. That's weird. Why? The only thing I can think of is perhaps producing SL9 evidence to Gumshoe. Well, he said he didn't know anything about the glove. This thing. Fuck. No, he doesn't know about this either. You can't open the lockers if your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents. Note, the police department lacks faith in its lock system. After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. Yeah? No, like the knife. Oh. Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. It was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Okay. Okay, so I showed him the knife. Do you know anything about this? No. And he brought up the note at the same time, so I think that's gonna do the same thing. Oh, thank God. Now, that was a bloody, violent case. Violent? So, it was a murder? A serial killing? Serial killing? I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight. It started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So, that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? It's just that Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna give them my report for the day. What the fuck is that? What is that? It might help, you know. Report? You mean the note is written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he could use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. See, I need that, like, noise, or else I'm, like, just gonna be stupid. Just be like, I don't know. What do I do? Help me! I meant... Here we go. Oh, that's not him. Ah, guests, my apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? He's got the cookies again. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Okay. Edgeworth has a pool boy? No, that's the bellboy. He serves cookies. Right. Does the hotel bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? Inquiry is such a hard word for me to say. I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes, he brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. What do you mean, sure, cookies? Sometimes all you need is a cookie, and you feel better, okay? I had a cookie before I came up here, and it was yummy. It was pumpkin flavor, and it had frosting, and it was awesome. So, how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. We're lucky this time. Again. Again? Heard them say that so many times. Ever since the case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police, Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed for. But still... Oh, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Hey, you want to see this knife that I found? Look. I know you. You probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on. The SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. Must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Let's not go over that again. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Oh, right, I'd better check this now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage. Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go, by Chief Gant, no less. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. That's not weird to you? But it was solved, right? It would have to be the evidence if already filed. Or be if the evidence had already... Yeah, you know what I mean. Chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Okay. What about this? Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth has just told you no in a very polite manner. Which side are you on, anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. I don't know, I thought I showed him something pretty good. The floor plan, maybe? Okay. Spray his room? I'm gonna check to see if he allegations of forgery. Let's talk about that first, and then we can spray his room. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. That wacky old coot was involved with the case 2 years ago too, then. He was a top officer, and he was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? Sorry, I keep yawning. What I want to know is why a deputy chief of police was on the investigation. In truth, I use slightly more extreme methods than normal. We're dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't... Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science? Huh? Yes, of course! Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this. An all testing fluid. Well then, you might have use for this. Fingerprint dust! Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Okay, but real quick, I did say I was going to do this. It'd be funny if you use that, shit to the trophy to kill somebody. It's pretty big. I don't think any of the books are bloody. Yeah, leave your sentence off. What? It looks like some blood has dripped down here. Judging by the amount, my guess is it's from a nosebleed. Nosebleed? Maybe in his wrath. Human remains! Mr. Edgeworth slapped someone for their incompetence. Why does Detective Gumshoe's face come to mind? Oh my god! Okay, let's go. Police department. Let's go to the guard station. Let's go to the evidence room. No, wait, spray it! I can't! If I'm spraying, he disappears. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Right there. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right. Let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So, let's use the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. The thumb, probably? Or the pointer finger looks good too. Can't really tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. I'm starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? With enter, see? Ah, it looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I? With the DS microphone. With E. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake with E. Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though. It's fine, it won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Yeah, but then you, like, waste a shit ton of it. It was actually a lot of fun. Guess I better give it a try. I'm pressing E. Whee! Oh, there we go. Ah, you did it. You found one. But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? It means they were wearing gloves, dumbass. I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time out here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. There's one here, I think. It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. Like here. Whee! And now we blow. What the f- That's not what that looks like, but okay. I think I'd like to try one of the sharp powdered donut leavings all over the place. I just do that normally. Okay, let's move on to a different finger. Where are there other fingerprints? Hello? There aren't any other ones. Might want to cover the whole fingerprint. Well, you know what? Sure! There's not gonna be a speck of blue on this entire screen. Enter. Dust. It's actually faster if I click. Oh god, I clicked out of the thing. I almost hit the stop streaming button! Oh my god, can you imagine? I have to be very careful. There's so much of this shit on screen. The cursor can't even follow. Wow, Mr. Wright, that's a big print. I'm dumping this entire jar of dust on... Nope, there can't be any left. You start fingerprinting. No! That was a mistake! Why am I picturing Detective Gumshoe in this moment? Okay, that enough for you? Blow. Oh, there's some more. I missed some. But the menu's in the way. Yeah, a print so clear it's dazzling. Okay, I wasn't missing that fucking much the last time I did this. Takes me back to lifting prints in summer camp. I think I took a CSI summer camp. I remember doing one where we dissected owl pellets, too. That was fun. Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Yeah, you fucking bet it did. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. I see so many prints at work. That's a good one. You just dumped the whole container on that print. It wouldn't come out any other way! Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means the print probably doesn't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker? Is Gumshoe on here? Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, that's his locker, I think. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Yeah, what did you do at summer camp? You mean to tell me that you didn't learn how to make a cast of a footprint? Gumshoe was 30? I thought he was in his 40s. I wasn't paying attention. You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. I guess they never miss, huh? You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. I didn't go to summer camp because summer doesn't exist in the UK. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Hashtag fake season. I think what Maintenance is implying is that it, or Sleepy Sprout is implying is, that it's, like, so wet and rainy in the UK that, like, summer doesn't exist. But that's my guess. It's like here, right? Examine. No. What's this? Haha, no, I didn't mean to do that. Of course, with global warming, we get heat waves now. Oh, I should probably spray it first. Yeah, there we go. Fuck. Okay. Yeah. This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right? Have a good night, Aspera! Sleep well. Right, there was a handprint there. Okay, wanna try using this? Oh, her eyes sparkling again. Check for prints. Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me! Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. I'm squinting. I'm looking. I guess there's one there. Oh my god. This sucks on PC. If this was cool on DS, I'm sure it would have been like awesome and epic. I gave it my... this sucked in general on DS. That kind of result won't be any good for magic prints, will it? But it doesn't look like we'll get a clearer result from this print. Okay, let's try a different finger then. Where are you finding them? I can't see shit on this! I'm literally just dragging the cursor around because, like, a lot of this case felt like busy work. The cursor changes color. Oh, no, I know it changes color, but I feel like there's something I'm supposed to see with my eyes first. Fingers are supposed to be in certain spaces. Yeah, I know there's a fingerprint reader here, but it's not. They're connected to your hand. Be quiet. I was thinking that those were still made by a gloved hand, so I didn't consider. That's a fingerprint. So, I wish I could, like, drag. There we go. Now it's time to move your fingers. Okay. That's not you. Can I select a person? Oh, okay, I have to select the arrow. Finger bone's connected to your hand bone. Jake Marshall. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Hey, these fingerprints, whose are they? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Mr. Yeehaw needs some splaining to do. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not even involved in the crime. Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints. A luminol reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. Oh! So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a white blood stain. That's not good. He's yeet his last haw. But why would Officer Marshall? Looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. To be continued. And actually, I think I'm gonna call it tonight because I'm getting tired. I'm getting very sleepy. But it's a good place to call it. It's, you know, it's a little tense. It's a little, you know, trial farmer. Oh Jesus. I can't do this again. We have all yeed our last haul for the night. I'm so tired. Where's my music? Hello? It said watching the sunset, like the playlist, and the first thing in my brain. Watch the sunset with Squidward. Of course, thank you all for coming. This really was a super long case. It feels very long and difficult. But it's okay. I want to thank all of you for coming. What was I gonna say? Oh, tomorrow there won't be a night stream because I need to cook dinner. I need to put food on my family's table. Jem is making sex jokes. Even though I feed them. And, so there's not gonna be any Phoenix Wright tomorrow, but maybe Wednesday or Thursday. We'll get something done. And of course there's gonna be puzzles tomorrow unless, like, I die. Or something else happens. Can the rest of us make sex jokes since you don't feed us? Within reason. Sex jokes are partial payment for your cooking. Okay, let's find someone to raid. Oh, Holly is playing Potionomics. And if you haven't heard about that game, it is like a romance sim. Where you're like a bi woman and like all of the characters are romanceable and it's pretty epic and awesome. So I'm gonna send you her way. What do we want our raid phrase to be? Yeehaw! Yeah, yeehaw sounds... Yeet. You've yeed your last haw. I don't want to threaten her. I think yeehaw is a good one. Alright, let's hop in, Holly's chat and give her a yeehaw. And if you can, spend the rest of your evening with her, and if not, I will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.